Hey, this is Dancing Rabbit, and welcome to another weekend pagan perspective. This week's question is about male witches. Why do most people and the popular media seem to assume that witches are all female? And if there is a male witch, that he needs to be referred to by some different term, perhaps a wizard or a warlock or something. I think it basically comes down to a lack of first-hand information. Most people don't know, have never met an actual practicing witch or pagan, and so they don't know. And so all that they do know is what they hear, what they read in books, what they maybe see online, or TV and the movies. TV and the movies. Well, I don't think that most of the producers, most of the writers do a great deal of in-depth research on all the little details. They're interested in an entertaining story, something that can be sold, that will entertain people and can make money for them and their company. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, TV and the movies is not the best source of accurate information. Now, this does go back a while. I think that during the burning times, the inquisitors were mainly looking for women who were in league with the Christian devil, with Satan. And since they did their interrogation under torture, it's not surprising that a large number of the victims of this persecution told the inquisitors exactly what they wanted to know. That yes, they had made a pact with the devil and they had signed his book, and that there were a dozen other women or so that danced naked in the moonlight and did all sorts of disgusting things. They said this because they were being tortured, and because this is what the people who were questioning them expected to hear. There were not that many men who were caught up in the witchcraft panic or craze. And since nobody was looking for somebody who worshiped the goddess or a goddess, not very many of these folks confessed to doing that. So that maybe forms the basis of the modern idea of what a witch is, at least in English-speaking countries. Beyond that, I think that modern paganism, particularly the Wiccan-based paganisms, with their very heavy emphasis on the feminine and the goddess, are very attractive to women. I mean, I think that if I were a woman and I had been kind of roughed over by the predominant patriarchal religion, where God is the Father and God is the Son, and you're maybe the women are not even allowed to preach or take a major role, that if I were to find a religion where that was almost flipped on its head, and one of the major deities was female, and that femininity was highly prized, that the priestess was, if not co-equal, perhaps the dominant one in the group, I think I would flock to it. And I think that that's probably one of the main reasons that there are perhaps more women neo-pagans than male neo-pagans. So for all those reasons, I don't think that it's terribly unusual that a lot of people think that witches are women, and that if there are males who do witchcraft, then they must be called something else. They're certainly called something else in this or that movie or TV show. What can we do about it? I don't think we can do a whole lot if somebody, especially somebody that you trust to actually open up to, says, ask you about this, then, set them straight gently. But I don't think that we're going to change or rearrange the world and have people calling us by what we really are. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, and I'm not really worried about it. So, let me wrap this up before I start rambling and before my YouTube connection ends and I have to do it all over again. So this is Dancing Rabbit wishing all of you peace until next time. Bye-bye.